Hello, dear ones. Welcome to Radiant Wise Women. If you're new here, I'm so glad you found your way to this space. And if you're returning, welcome back. It's an honor to be walking this path with you. I'm Lee Sumner Irwin, and this channel is a space where I share soulful reflections and supportive wisdom for women at any stage of life. Each week, I share a spoken version of my written Substack essays. In these essays, I touch on women's health and wellness, transformation, ancestral healing, the power of nature, creative liberation, embodied eldership, and everything in between. If any of this stirs something within you, I invite you to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with those you love. These small and simple actions help this work reach the women who need it most. And if you'd like to receive my writings directly to your inbox, you can subscribe over on Substack at radiantwisewomen.substack.com, which I've linked below in the description. The essay I'm reading for you today is called We Are Made of Stars. And it's about loving and accepting yourself and seeing yourself as the miracle you are. I hope in receiving it, you'll find some comfort and nourishment in these words. Let's begin. We are made of stars, seeing ourselves through the eyes of love. You are made of 1,000,000 miracles. At that fated moment of your conception, 2 microscopic cells, against staggering odds, united to become one new life-filled cell. This cell then multiplied 1,000,000,000,000 times over to create the glorious life form that is you, who is unlike any other being in the existence of all time. The minerals in your body, the oxygen in your lungs, the carbon in your muscles, the iron in your blood, every incredible aspect of your being emerged from exploding stars. You literally originated from a supernova that spent its life streaking across the sky. Your body is a 3,000,000-year-old healer. Let that sink in. Your body has been developing ways of protecting and healing itself for 3,000,000 years. Each wondrous cell knows exactly what to do without any conscious direction from you. This miraculous flow of energy is what makes your heart beat and your eyes shine. It's what propels the sacred breath that keeps you alive. And to that I say, hallelujah. When I ponder the origin story of the human being and all the wonders of creation, I'm struck deeply by the grace through which we are alive. In this observation of the true miracle of life, I'm reminded of my middle years when I shared a poem with my younger sister to remind her of the amazing woman she was and still is. If I'm being honest, I don't remember if I wrote the poem or I found it somewhere. Such is life. But its message touched me deeply, and I was inspired to pass it along, knowing that my sister sometimes struggled to see the radiance of her own inner light. And so, dear one, in this week of mid-February, where there is so much hoopla, pressure, and expectation around love and relationships, I'd like to offer this same poem to you. But before I do, let me clarify something. Don't get me wrong, I'm all in for love. But this deafening cultural message that we should be in a devoted relationship can touch deep and sensitive pain points within us. Even for those of us who are in relationships, these rigid social norms can make us feel as though there's something missing in our lives, or worse, that there's something wrong with us. I'm here to reassure you that anybody who fails to see you as the spectacular miracle that you are is, at the very least, confused, and at the most, unbelievably foolish. Either way, don't give any weight to their short-sightedness, and don't give their expectations, worries, or judgments a second thought. May this poem remind you of the bright light that you are. I am enough. I am enough, just as I am, unfinished, perfectly imperfect, uncertain of the road I choose, yet certain that I must continue. I cannot go back. I am not enough for some and too much for others. I struggle with myself, wrestle with fear, avoid the parts of me that are dark and disturbing. Yet, I want to hide no more. I am alive. I know because I feel. In my eyes, I'm damaged, hurting, healing, in need of improvement. But in the eyes of love, and in the place where grace abides, I know I am enough. Years later, as a gift for my 50th birthday, my precious sister wrote the following note and pasted it in a scrapbook along with a copy of the same poem. Lee, you sent this poem to me 6 years ago this month, and it's still in my top desk drawer, dog-eared and creased. I take it out and read it at least once a month. It still touches me in a place that's tender, but not nearly as uncomfortable as in the past. Thank you for taking the time and energy to help me grow, for listening without prejudice and what-ifing. Reading this poem was the beginning of a journey for me, and along the way, I've discovered a true, deep friendship with myself and with you. The fact that we're sisters is just genetic lotto. Hell, we didn't even like each other back then. I'm glad we both changed and are where we are today, older, wiser, and happier. To this day, I feel bursts of gratitude when I think about my sister and me, the arc of our relationship, and this beautiful exchange around self-love that has spanned decades. This wisdom that was shared between us has only become more relevant and potent with time. Now I joyfully offer it to you, hands open and palms to the sky, for you to take it in and let it live in your heart. No matter where you are on your journey to loving and accepting yourself, whether in a fulfilling relationship or in between, happily single or unhappily coupled, searching for a partner or pleased to be free, lonely or loving being alone, may these words help you know the truth that lives in every magnificent, miraculous cell of your body. You are enough, just as you are. In service of truth and love, Lee.